Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Cheryl and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and I'm coming to you today with a what sold video. This is for the week of Sunday, March 3rd through Saturday, March 9th. In the past, I've done my what sold videos by the month, and I haven't included everything. I've just kind of pulled snapshots of some items that sold, but this time I decided that I want to start doing it weekly. My reason is it's really more for me than for y'all. I want to increase my ASP, and I also want to increase my weekly profit. So my ASP right now is sitting at around $15 to $16, I believe, and my weekly profit is sitting like right around $170 to $180 a week, which is not terrible for part-time, and I've only been at it a few months, but I want to increase that. We have the goal, my husband and I have the goal of him being able to, excuse me, my dog is down here. My husband and I have the goal of him being able to stop working full-time sometime within the next 2 years. So we want to ramp up the business to the point that it can replace at least half of his income. I will continue to do my full-time job. I have no desire to leave my job. But anyway, with all that being said, I want to do these videos weekly so that I can kind of get an idea. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What needs to change? You know, what do I need to stop? What do I need to start doing? That kind of thing. So with all that being said, let's jump in. So on Sunday, March 3rd, the first thing I sold was this Abercrombie & Fitch dress, women's size medium, mini sundress with adjustable straps. I got this at the Salvation Army on their half-price clothing day. I paid $2.86 for it. This sold on Poshmark on an offer from the buyer for $15. It was listed for 38 days, and my profit was $9.14. The next thing was this pair of Lee jeans, men's size 36 by 29, Extreme Motion MVP. I had zero cost of goods on these because they came from my son. They sold on eBay for $25. This was a promoted listing. My profit was $20.42, and these were listed for 7 days. The next thing to sell was this men's wallet with $100 bill design. This I got on Mercari for my son. I bought it for him for Christmas. I had a coupon code from Mercari, and so it was $12, but I actually got it for free because I had the coupon code, so it cost me $0. Anyway, so he didn't like it, and he was like, he had said he needed a new wallet, and so I got him this. I thought that he would get a kick out of it. He's 15. He didn't like it, so he said, "No, Mom, give me a real wallet. Send this back." So I listed it, and it sold on Mercari for $11.81. It was listed for 61 days. My profit was $9.64. The next thing is this Vera Bradley pacifier holder. So I did a big Vera Bradley buy back in May. In fact, it was Mother's Day weekend of last year. So we're looking at 10 months now, and I think, I don't remember the exact amount, but it was between $300 and $400 that I paid, and I got 80 Vera Bradley items, and some of them were really small, like this pacifier holder or the little lanyards, you know, ID holders things, and then there were some things that were big, like I had a laptop bag that was new with tags. So some of it was new with tags, some of it wasn't. Anyway, it was very random. So it was, I think it was 80 pieces, and they've slowly sold. I've only got about 7 or 8 pieces left, thank goodness, and I won't do that again. Vera Bradley, I like Vera Bradley personally. I know some people don't, but I do. But I didn't realize that it doesn't hold its value on the resale market. I know that now. So, anyway, I had my cost of goods listed for this little item for $1. It sold on Mercari. I had it listed for $6, but the buyer offered me $4, and I just took it because I wanted it gone. So, literally, I sold this for $4 and made a profit of $1.87 after 9.5 months. So, the Vera Bradley things, initially, I only had them listed on eBay, and then, I did start cross-listing stuff to Poshmark and Mercari, like, I think I started on Poshmark in June, and then I started on Mercari in July, and I cross-listed some stuff, but not everything. These Vera Bradley items did not get cross-listed, so they were only on eBay until I started with Vendoo, and that was in December. I do have a code for Vendoo in the description box if you're interested. I love Vendoo. So when I started with them in December, I got everything cross-listed, and so I think that's why that actually sold. So it had only been listed, you know, about 2 months on, between 2 and 3 months on Mercari, but I had had it listed on eBay since May. So anyway, moving on. The next thing to sell that day was this cabbie sweater, women's medium, 100% cotton pullover, light dusty rose. I got this at the bins. My cost of goods was $1.29, and it sold on Poshmark with, it sold for $10 with discounted shipping. So my profit was $3.74. So on Sundays, I send out what's called waterfall offers, and if you don't know what that is, leave me a comment. I'm happy to do a video explaining it, but basically you send out a tier of offers. So you send an offer. What I do is I'll send 30%, and then a couple hours later I'll send 40%, and then a couple hours later I'll send 50%, and then I stop at 50%. So a lot of times on Sundays, you'll see my items will sell for a lower price point because I sent out those waterfall offers. So, and the reason I start at 30%, so I use Flip to send out my offers to likers automatically, and there's also a thing for Flip in the description box if you're interested. So I use them to send out my offers and also to do my sharing. And so I have that send out a 20% offer, and that's 2 minutes after someone likes it. So then on Sundays when I do my offers, I start at 30, and then I do 40, and then 50, and then that's the last offer I send. So anyway, that was that cabbie sweater, sold for $10 with the discounted shipping. And did I say my cost of goods was $1.29? I got it at the bins, and my profit was $3.74. On Monday, March 4th, I sold this Tommy Bahama golf dress, women's size medium, navy with pockets, new with tags. I got this at Goodwill. Cost of goods was $7.17. It sold on Poshmark for $30. That was an offer from the buyer, and my profit was $16.83. This was listed for 21 days. Then I sold this One World women's boho tunic top, size large, lace trim on sleeves. I got this at the bins for $1.70. It sold on eBay on an offer from the buyer for $9, and my profit was $5.33. This had been listed since July, August maybe. So then I had a 2-item bundle. This was to a repeat buyer. This was during a half-price silent show that I was having, where it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, I think. I had insomnia, which I often do, and I just wanted something to do. So I ran a silent show, and so this was a repeat buyer, and she bought these 2 items. And like I said, it was a half-price show. So the first one is a philosophy dress, women's medium maxi sundress, high-low hem, adjustable string straps. I got this at the bins for $1.10. And then The other item was this Vera Bradley Maggie Carnaby new with tags, and this was also part of that Vera Bradley buy that I discussed earlier. My cost of goods on this one I have listed as $7. So the bundle price was $44 is what the listing price showed, but like I said, it was a half price show, and so it ended up selling for $22, and my profit was $9.50. And I'd had both of these items for quite a while, so which is why I pulled them into the half price show. And so I was happy for that sale, and I think that she got a great deal. Let's see, I think that was Monday. Yep, that was Monday. So on Tuesday, March 5th, I only had one sale. This J. Crew shirt, men's medium black polo. I got this at a yard sale last summer for 25 cents. It sold on eBay for $12. My profit was $9.89. On Wednesday, March 6th, I sold this New York & Company sweater, women's large sleeveless. I got this at the bins for $1.01. It sold on Mercari for $14, and my profit was $10.51. Then I sold this Hager. Is it Hager or Hager? I don't know. If y'all watched my videos before, you know I don't know how to say words. Anyway, so this Hager shirt, men's large polo, short sleeve, new. This also came from the bins, $1.01. It sold on eBay for $16, and my profit was $12.91. On Thursday, March 7th, I sold this Build-A-Bear green shamrock bear removable skirt, pre-owned, well loved. This came from the bins again, $1.09, and it sold on Poshmark. Yes, it sold on Poshmark for $16. My profit was $11.71, and this was listed for 65 days. Some of my items I do have how long they were listed, and then some of them I don't, because before I started, before it was the beginning of this calendar year when I started actually tracking how long I'd had things listed. So if it was prior to that, then I don't know how long I had it listed. I can guess at it in some cases, but usually I don't. So the next thing on that Thursday was this Peter Millar CGC 1929 quarter zip sweatshirt, men's size medium, Carolina Golf Club purple. I got this at a yard sale for $2, and it sold on Poshmark on an offer from the buyer for $18. And so my profit was $12.40. This was listed for 26 days. The next thing was this White House Black Market sweater, women's size extra small, tiny flaw. It had a stain on the sleeve that you can see in the photos here. I got this at the bins for $1.54, and it sold on Poshmark on an offer from the buyer for $10, and my profit was $5.51. It was listed for 1 day. I almost didn't list it. This stain originally was bigger than this, and I stain treated it, and it did get a lot better. And you can see it's not terrible in the photos, but I was just tired of fighting with it, and so I almost just didn't even list it. I debated just throwing it in my garage sale pile, but went ahead and listed it, and it got me a $5.51 profit. So it is what it is. On Friday, March 8th, I sold this pair of Aldo shoes, women's size US 8, peep toe leather slingback heels. These came in a thread up shoe box, which I do have the unboxing of that on the channel if you'd like to go back and watch that. My cost of goods I have allocated, I can't say words, allocated to that thread up box was $6.42 for each pair. These sold on Poshmark and an offer from the buyer for $15, and my profit was $5.58 after the cost of goods and fees, and they were listed for 21 days. Then I have this pair of Democracy jeans, women's size 6 distressed. I got these at Goodwill for $8.37, and my cost of goods that day was a little bit higher. I bought some jeans, mostly jeans, and then a couple of other things, and I just average it out. Like, I just take the receipt and divide it by the number of items that I got. So normally a pair of jeans would not have been $8.37. They sell for $6.99 plus tax at my local Goodwill. So it's usually like around $7.30, $7.40, something like that. Anyway, so these sold on Poshmark for $24 with discounted shipping. And my profit was $8.81, and they were listed for 17 days. Then I have this pair of 7.7. Is that right? Is that how you say that? 7.7? It just seems so weird to me. I don't know. Anyway, 7.7 capri jeans, women's size 12, pull-on pants jeggings. These came from the bins for $1.54. They sold on Poshmark for $9 with discounted shipping. And my profit was $2.49. These were listed for 3 days. So I said earlier that my husband was, we're hoping that he can stop working full time sometime within the next 2 years. So he has recently joined me in the business. It was just me, and now he's helping and working with me on it. He's focusing on jeans because he doesn't know clothing brands very well and all that. So he decided that if he can focus and kind of niche down, if that, I think that's the word, that if he can kind of do that, then it would be easier for him to learn stuff. So anyway, he picked up this pair of jeans. I think that I had told him, like, we had talked about different brands, and I think that I had said something about 7 for All Mankind, and he picked these up. So it's okay. We made $2.49. We don't still have them, and we didn't lose money on them. So it's all good. So here we go. Saturday, March 9th, I sold this LuLaRoe sweater, women's large Sarah cardigan, long with pockets. This came out of my closet, so zero cost of goods. It's sold for $14 with discounted ship on Poshmark, and my profit was $9.03. Then I have this, another item out of my closet, so zero cost of goods, is this H&M sweater, women's size medium cardigan. Oh my goodness. Cardigan 5-button. Like I said, it was zero cost of goods because it came from my closet. It sold on Poshmark for $9 discounted shipping and made a profit of $4.03. I get it that a lot of people would say that, you know, a $4 profit is not worth it, and it's probably not, but I took the photos, and then I had, you know, was looking up comps, and that's probably one of the things that I need to do different, is I need to check comps before I spend my time photographing and everything. So, but by the time I have already photographed it and all that and put the work into it, and I realize, oh, I can only list this for, you know, like, say $15 or $12 or whatever. But by that time, the work's already done. And if I put it in my yard sale, like if I got it at the bins, I probably paid between $1 and $1.50 for it. So if I put it in my yard sale, I'm going to sell it for $1, and that's actually taking a loss. So I don't know. I mean, is it worth it? Probably not. But if I've already taken the photos, by the time I realize what I can list it for, then I'm just going to go ahead and list it and try to get a couple of bucks out of it. At least get my money back, you know. Where was I? Okay. So the last thing that sold for the week was this Sandra Darren dress, size 16W, lace, short sleeve, scalloped hem, lined yellow. This came from the bins. It was $1.72. It sold on eBay for $15, and my profit was $9.76. So that was the last thing that sold for the week. I sold 21 items this week, which was 2 more items than I sold last week. So my sales, total sales was $298.81. And I'm sure for most of you watching, if you're reselling and have been at it any length of time at all, that is nothing to you. But you know, I have been at this, I was very, very part-time, started in May, and then kind of ramped up and ramped up and ramped up. And finally in December, I started taking it seriously. So really, I'm only about 3 months in. So $298.81 worth of sales for the week after my fees and the shipping discounts that I gave on Poshmark. And then my, so those added up to $72.64. And then my cost of goods for the items that sold this week was $47.07. So my profit was $179.10 for the week. My average sale price was $15.88. So I sold 2 more items this week, and I did get $10 more in profit from last week, but my ASP is down. My ASP last week was 17, and this week it was only $15.88. So I think that what I'm seeing is, number one, I just need to pick up better stuff, and I get that. I'm working on it. I was just sourcing at the bins. I'm working on, you know, going some better places to get some better stuff, but that also means I'm going to have to pay a little more for it. Yard sale season is coming. I'm really excited about that. I got some good stuff last year, and I've learned what to look for and what to leave behind. So I think that as my knowledge grows, I'll pick up better stuff. And then somebody that I was listening to said something about, you know, you make your money when you're sourcing, which is true. So if I can pick up better stuff, I can list it for a higher listing price, and then I can sell it for more and make more profit. And I mean, it's common sense, right? So I know where my problems are, and I'm recognizing it, but it's gonna take time because I got to get this old stuff out of my basement. And I'm going to continue to do my 5% decrease when I delist and relist every month until I can just get this stuff out of here and start purchasing better stuff. So that's the plan. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing. I think I have 71 subscribers as of this morning, and I appreciate each and every one of you, but I'm hoping to grow that number as well. I do have some other videos planned for you. I'll do a tour of my workroom once I get it cleaned up. You can see behind me, it's a disaster. I also would like to do some more haul videos. I did a ThredUp unboxing. As soon as my plan for that is, as soon as I break even on that box, then I'll do a video showing like what sold and all that, kind of an update on that box, and then I'll purchase another box. I don't want to, that was my very first box I ever ordered, and I don't want to order another one until I at least make my money back on that one. I also did a haul for some stuff that I sourced on eBay, and then I'm just going to do the same plan there. As soon as I make my money back or break even on that, then I'll do like an update video. But I want to do some more hauls for you. I want to do a tour of the workspace, and I'm going to do these weekly what sold videos. So if you're interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing. I really would appreciate it. And my links are in the description box below. Leave me a comment. I would love to chat with you, and I always respond to all my comments. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.